sports. It's in the game.
Wow! That's one of those plays that you call, and everything seems to happen exactly as it's scripted in the playbook.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the New York Giants. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for his start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. First carry for James Conner. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Murray now. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing Jones. Flush to his right. Down to the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score. And then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, Murray. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. It's Deonte Banks with it. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. B.J. Ojulari getting in there and dropping him. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Murray now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants take a 3-touchdown lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the New York Giants and themselves. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jones looking to throw right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Now Jones. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Jones. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. from just shy of midfield. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now Graham Gano, remember, he beat the Giants with a 63-yarder back in 2018. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. But they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Again, it's Barkley. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Looking to throw. Jones. Left side, he's got Robinson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They'll give it to him again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This is 3rd and goal. Now, this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Inside the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He finds Robinson. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Jones throw, meanwhile, taken in by Waller.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw again. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st.
4th down, Jones and the offense stayed put. They're going for this.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception.
It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with a 24-0 lead already in hand, really no reason to try to do anything too crazy here.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome
day. From Lumen Field in Seattle.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Right out of the gates, here's Smith. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up. It's good. And the Lions lead 7-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now Geno on 1st down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window. Because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test. Taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Darren Waller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. There he goes, right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Back to Walker on 1st down. And just shutting him off there. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 48 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. On 1st down, it's Smith. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. Breaks through the contact. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now a 2nd and 10. Now gone. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Back to throw. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On 4th down, Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing is Smith. Short throw to Disley. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno down to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. On 1st and 10, Goff. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Goff. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. A much-needed boost defensively there. I mean, that really one of the first things that's gone right for them in this first half.
No question about it, partner. We've seen this before. You've got an offense that doesn't have any points yet. Go out and make a play on D. Then you head back to the sideline saying, we got you the football back. Now we'll see what you can do with it.
2nd and 9. Now Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. On 1st down, Smith. A quick throw there is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Geno. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
He juked him. Escapes the defender. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff's throw complete here to Waller. Touchdown! Darren Waller with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the 50, it's Smith. dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Gino. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Walker. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up and through an opening, and there he goes.
I'm going to show you, man.
Touchdown, Detroit. Micah Hyde. One play, 75 yards. And the Lions take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Up the middle, here's Walker. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. But the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. Oh, twisting away. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. That one let go deep for Laporta. It's caught inside the 25. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. We'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Lions to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. He's got room at the 30, and he gets this one down to the 24. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now Goff on 1st down. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it is 42-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Steps away to his left. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. Fielded at the 20. A nice little juke. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out now come the Lions. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Detroit. Odell Beckham, 57 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here. Goff looking to throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On second down, it's Walker. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Smith on third down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now here's Michael Dixon as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. It's taken to the 26. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by...
That's caught inside the 20. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On first down, Goff. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jamison Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Smith on first down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The throw over the middle taken in. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Smith now to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Smith. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Myers' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Goff's throw complete there to Beckham. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. From the 50, it's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Again, Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, here's Goff. This is caught. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Eluding the pressure right, and this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them, well on their way to another victory, riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen, and so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Smith. Returning right back to Lockett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. From the gun, here's Smith. Short throw to Disley. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Smith. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Smith throwing again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. One last throw here for Smith. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Detroit, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.
Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The intended target was Chris Godwin. That'll bring up second down. You talk about this Lions defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready
and under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And taken right at the 35. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. St. Brown in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. The numbers for St. Brown a week ago. 5 catches, 70 yards. Now a play fake, and it's Goff.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is number 1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Goff. His pass caught at the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And a pass complete to Waller on the out route. And in for the Lions touchdown. Darren Waller with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They're going to look to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And he fields it cleanly. Able to slither by. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, Del Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. 21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. As they've got it as we resume action. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Jake Camarda now. This will be taken at the 10. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And they will take over 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 1st down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 2nd and 6. To throw is Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and in for the Lions touchdown. Darren Waller with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Lions are able to add on to their 1st half lead. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Into space at the 45. He's still up. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Goff. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it's gone. Right side to Williams. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on second down is gone. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Gone. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing again is gone. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's second and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Out of the gun. Goff. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. To the air again. Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield and made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Goff now on second down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. Goff throwing again. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown with career touchdown number 70. And the Lions have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it is 42-0. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. This is White on the screen. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. This is fielded at the 27. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And quickly they get to the line. Now Goff on first down. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Goff now looks to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. The ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Goff on first down. This one swung out to Montgomery. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Goff now to throw. And it's caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Odell Beckham, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions just continue to roll. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And this is caught. 36 yards on the play. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Escaping the pressure. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jared Goff taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad is on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been execution throughout this contest.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aleem McNeil, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now here's a throw that's complete. He's got room past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Aiden Hutchinson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll set up a throw. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback, same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So a change of possession here on the punt. We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
On first down, gone. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Goff. Flushed out right. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. And he fires one incomplete. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Again, Goff to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And make them 4 for 4 now on two-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Here's 3rd and 7. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw again. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll look to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard to...
And got his man complete. Now he's into the clear again. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step.